Welcome back to Hustlers Meditations, and today I'm talking about the importance of journaling for me. Let's get right into it. So I have had many journals over the past couple years. It's a pretty heavy stack, and they're not all for the same thing. So this one is mostly for my daily journaling. Anything I have to get out in my head, I write it down. I've written so much in this one. I actually lost it and somebody read it, which is kind of crazy, but anyways. This one right here is called Paul's Dream Book, and I've written down all my goals and my dreams and anything that I want to accomplish or anything that I hope, even my strengths and weaknesses in here. This one is kind of one that I use for video ideas, for creative ideas, for any dreams I have as well. In the front of it, I'm not going to show you the inside of it because it's a very personal one, but in the front of it, I took a couple pictures out, but I have some of the things I hope to have or want to accomplish, and some of the people I admire and I'm inspired by. Winston Churchill, The Weeknd, and David Goggins. Kind of a weird group, but I'm actually going to do another video on just my inspirations, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I realized how important journaling has been over the years for me. So this is actually one of the first journals I've ever had, and just looking at it, I have written some things in there, and it's kind of crazy because this was back in, I think, the end of 2022, and just to see how far I've grown, how much I've grown, and it's kind of crazy because it's kind of like going back in time, because if you read a journal entry from 2022 and the day it has, for me, I can actually go back to that day if I look in the journal, and it's kind of crazy to see, where I was at that time and where I'm at now. And that's a big part of it, because not only are these journals good for getting out or having mental clarity or just getting something off of your mind, but it's also good to see how far you've progressed. For me, journaling has been super important because at the time I didn't realize it, but when you write something in a journal and then you go back 2 years later and read it, it's like going back in time. But now you can see how far you've progressed or where you came from. But not only that, it's a good tool to get out anything you have in your head. But also, you can really learn from yourself. I read books a while back, wrote them down, kind of forgot about them, but then I can come back to these journals and read about it and then kind of revive my memory on it. And it's been super beneficial. The other night, I literally just sat and read one of my older journals, and it gave me a lot of clarity and focus on where I want to be and where I want to go, especially during a time where I was kind of going away from my moral compass. But this kind of helped me get back on track. Yeah, so I definitely recommend journaling to anybody, even if it's just, something like a couple words a day, some daily gratitude, anything. Just write it down. It feels good to, get it off your mind and practice your writing. And I believe it's super beneficial. All right, I'll talk to you guys on the next one.